The Philippines, an archipelago that is known for its strategic location in Asia, has been a haven for maritime interests in this part of the world. With its 7,107 islands and bordered by a stretch of 36,289 kilometers of coastlines, the country has its coastlines twice longer than that of the United States, teeming with trade via the vast expanse of the Pacific Ocean and the China Sea. Ship movement is made possible by indispensable seaports scattered all over the country. And within this area of interest, there is one government agency that lends itself an expertise in dealing with the country's port and harbor development and management system. Welcome to the Philippine Ports Authority, or PPA. As your reliable partner in shipping and trade, the PPA has been in existence for 30 years now. Established in 1974 through Presidential Decree Number 505, the Philippine Ports Authority is a unified agency that acquired the separate waterfront-related functions of two other government institutions under one single unit to solely deal with ports and harbors. These are the port operations of the Bureau of Customs and Port Development and maintenance of the then Bureau of Public Works. With the creation of the PPA, the vision of a more dynamic, efficient, and productive port operations were properly put in place. PPA envisions a reliable and a responsive service in the country's port system that would sustain and boost the development of communities in which these port facilities are located. At the same time, it assists the preservation of the marine environment that is essential to the smooth flow of maritime commerce. Beset by its lack of financial independence, the PPA Charter was amended in 1975 with the issuance of PD number 857, which paved the way for its transition from a non-sustaining agency to an autonomous revenue-earning institution. In the process, it had slowly attained its full mandate of taking control of all the Philippine ports by the end of 1977. Port management and operation have been done in staggered basis to build up a systematic infrastructure development. Crucial to this area is the hiring and training of human resources to complement the logistical requirements of the expanding network and scope of the PPA's roles. In 1976, the PPA first took over the ports in Cagayan de Oro City, General Santos City, San Fernando, La Union, and Batangas. By January 1977, North Harbor had become under PPA control. Not long after, in April of the same year, Cebu and Davao ports followed suit. Though the port of Cebu has acquired its own autonomy in the 1990s through the Cebu Port Authority. Like the other public ports that have been placed under PPA control in 1977, the ports in Iloilo, Zamboanga, Puerto Princesa, and Legazpi have been enjoying the benefits of efficient operations under the Port Agency. By year-end of 1977, the port takeovers nationwide had been almost completed with the inclusion of Apari, Tacloban, Surigao, Butuan, Iligan, Polo, Dumaguete, and South Harbor into the fold of facilities under PPA's full supervision. Through proper planning, it was proven that what seemed to be an insurmountable task of full port takeover had turned out to be a success after all in so short a time. This gives a peek to the capability of the PPA to institutionalize reforms. From phase-in takeovers came staggering achievements. By virtue of PPA's corporate mandate and streamlined operations, profits have been in a steady growth from its actual full operations that began in January 1976 to the present. For the years 1974 to 2003, PPA posted consistent and impressive growths, exceeding its target each year. The resulting consistent hike in profits have been considered a remarkable financial performance, considering the amount of its allotted annual budget. As growth in revenues surge over the years, So are passenger and cargo traffic. Since intake of passenger and cargo volume depend on the capacity of the port to handle them, the ports have been maximized to its use, whether in Luzon, Visayas, or Mindanao. This only shows how the PPA delivers the success of its services to domestic travelers and port users alike, thereby showing the kind of quality service Filipinos have grown to trust all these years with the Philippine Ports Authority. PPA's strong growth and dynamism are rooted in its corporate culture. The men and women who have put themselves in dedication to the fulfillment of PPA's mandate are the ones providing these exciting opportunities of the port sector's growth. They are also the managers who have taken their responsibilities to make the PPA a seat of excellent government service. With PPA's spirited response to challenges and innovations, together with its competent human resources and technological advances, the Port Agency sails out to a new era of world-class port management. The PPA has set its direction on an ultimate goal of attaining international standards in port facilities by 2010. Focusing on what it can do at present to achieve its long-term objective, the PPA has institutionalized several innovative projects and services to its clientele. Always a leader in breaking new ground in port services, PPA has recently put into place a wide network of port links, its commercial viability and human mobility through the implementation of the Roll-On, Roll-Off, or the Ro-Ro project. The Ro-Ro project has been a faster, more efficient, and less expensive commercial shipping and leisurely travel. All these benefits are being brought by PPA's commitment to providing one-of-a-kind service to Filipinos, making sure that basic port services redound to those who need these services the most. From the implementation of more efficient and reliable transport services like Ro-Ro to zeroing in on port rehabilitation, PPA efforts in completing its projects are strategic, always striking a balance between urgency and expediency. Port rehabilitation is now in full swing in various locations nationwide. The port improvements are being experienced by ship operators, cargo owners, and passengers as they witness not only the physical changes but also the improved security arrangement and comfort at the refurbished terminals. With all these in place, information technology is the next big thing to happen. The PPA is now undergoing a full computerization of its system, which is an integral element of its march towards achieving global competitiveness and standards in port services. With the pilot area of computerization at the port of Batangas, the PPA in a few years' time will have its computerization project installed in all ports under its jurisdiction. Creating an online database system and electronically linked operations will result to speedier transactions, more reliable port operation systems, and a stronger image brought about by computerized operations and cutting-edge technologies. PPA, the port of the future, transforming itself through meaningful projects in the pipeline. Port development that would lead Filipinos to economic existence and a united people. The Philippine Ports Authority wants to be near you, whenever, wherever, wanting to be a part of every Filipino's life through a myriad of possibilities, whether in commerce or leisure, reaffirming its commitment to be of best service to the Filipino people. The Philippine Ports Authority, a strong link between the land and the sea, a large anchor to which Filipinos can latch on their dreams of a better and a brighter future. Navigate what life has to offer. Forge ahead with Philippine Ports Authority.